brands and empires were all built by closers, and not all in sales are closers. You need to understand. The world right now is not looking for just salespeople, they are looking for closers, for people who can close deals. That is what people are looking for. AI cannot do that for you, because it takes a lot of interpersonal relationships, learning, and everything I'll share with you today. You will know that AI cannot do that for you. Do you understand? AI cannot close for you. AI can sell for you. AI can market for you, but AI cannot sell for you. The difference between marketing and sales, I don't know if any of you have actually taking time to learn what is the difference between marketing and sales. Marketing is just saying, oh, this is what we have in the market. It can do this, it can do that, creating the awareness about the product. But sales is actually to make money. Do you understand? Sales is actually to make money. To when you if I finish telling people, oh, this hydrogen bottle is now here. We now have this hydrogen bottle. It can do this, it can do that, it can help you. People that have this, people that have diabetes have gone blah 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 blah. And I finish talking and I move. I'm not a salesperson. I'm probably a marketer. I'm creating awareness. Do you understand? Are there some marketers that are salespeople? I know why I'm saying this thing, but I'm saying, okay. So what a lot of us do in network marketing is we're just marketing the business. We're just creating awareness. Blah, 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 but we are not closing. And empires were all built by closers. We're all built by closers. And not everyone in sales are closers. Do you understand? So what makes people buy? This is number one question everybody must have an answer to. What is the thing that makes people buy? So it's time to discover what makes people buy very quickly, okay? This is going to be a very quick training. So screenshot, take notes, please, so that I don't get distracted. Please take it back. Boss, can you go back? Please be very fast because I have just 20. If I don't even have 20 minutes again, I have just a few minutes to share this, okay? Number one is find out their reason. In your interaction with people, people buy for their reasons, not yours. We put our emotions on the line. That's why you are thinking about, oh, if this person doesn't buy, or if this person doesn't register, I won't pay my bills. If the person doesn't register, I won't do this thing I want to do. If you're more concerned about why you need to close that person, you won't figure out why they need to buy. You won't find out the situations in their life that would need your business, because that is what you will use in your closing. Find out their reason first. What I'm sharing with you is what I'm also learning. Now, I told you people have been on sales for the past 1 month now. I don't think it's even up to a month. I discovered Andy Elliott, and he's the one I've been listening to. Like, he's been in my head every single day I'm in the office. I must listen to him. I must go through one of his YouTube videos. Andy Elliott, he's crazy. The person I was listening to before him was his name again? Grant Cardone. But I don't know. I love Grant Cardone and everything. I bought Grant Cardone's book, but I'm relating more with Andy Elliott. I don't know why I could feel his training more. He still has that Grant Cardone's energy. Hey. In fact, sometimes when I'm listening to him, it feels like I'm listening to I'm listening to Grant Cardone. But I like his because he's a bit more you can absorb it into our situation. I mean, into network marketing. Grant Cardone's own is a bit more like you are selling just property, selling that and all that. But this, I'll just say it's easy. It was easier for me to relate with Andy Elliott. Okay, so even this thing I'm sharing with you people now, I'm learning it better now as well. So how good you are in selling is not important as finding out why they would want to buy what you are selling. That's why some of you go into selling because you know what you read in textbook, what you are just talking, speaking. Yeah, you know so much about your product, you're just speaking English, blah, blah, blah. No. If you cannot find out the reason why your client would buy from you and use that to close them, then you are not a salesperson. That's why I had to, at the beginning, differentiate between people that are marketing. Marketing, they don't need to go through all that, whatever. All they need to know is what the product can do, create awareness. They don't really need to do all those. That's why the real work, that's why the closers and salespeople make the most money. They're the ones that move nations, move industries, shape the world. This is why most talkatives in sales, they sell nothing. because they are just talking, talking, talking. The less you talk in sales, the more money you make. I want everybody to go to the chat box and say that now. The less you talk in sales, the more money you make. Go to the chat box and say that now. The less you talk, the more money you make. The reason, if you guys notice, in the past few months or even a year plus now, I've been saying sales, 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 because the faster we realize we're in sales, the better for us. The faster we realize we're now salespeople, right? We're in sales. Because if you don't know who you are, you can't move in alignment. You can't move in, there'll just be so much dissonance. You won't be moving in alignment. You won't speak like one. You won't act like one. So this is why most talkatives talk, 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 and sell nothing. Broke. You listen to be understood, not to you listen to be understood, not to understand them. That's where a lot of people make mistakes. So you're there thinking, why is it that this person cannot understand this thing I'm saying? This business that me, I saw it and I understood it immediately. Why I did not? You are listening to be understood yourself, not to understand them. Error, big fat error. That is why that FFF rule, when you are listening to them and you are saying, I understand how you feel, and they are talking, don't interrupt them. You are saying, are you serious? Let me tell you people the truth. This thing I'm teaching you people can be a tool for manipulation, and it can be a tool. If you're a good person, you are not manipulating. But if you're a bad person, you will use this for manipulation. That's why you must be a good person for this to work for you. And if you're already thinking how you use this to manipulate people so you can make money, it will not work for you. It has already, this, what I'm teaching today is already dead on arrival. You can't discover their buying motive. And if you can't discover it, you won't sell. Discover why this person would need your product. The dominant reason, that number one reason, there might be three reasons. Maybe their children, their husband, their this. But what if that their dominant reason is for every time that they have stayed dependent, every time they ask their husband for money, the man talks to them anyhow, but somehow they still get money from their husband and everything, but somehow they've become a shadow of themselves. The things that they've always wanted, they've given up on dreams. Because every time they meet their husband or meet some people, it's not their husband, it's their father, or maybe their mother. Every time they've asked for money, people have treated them anyhow. They were almost even a rape victim because of how money, because of lack of money. They've given up on dreams. That could be the dominant reason. Not even the fact that, oh, I need to be able to have money to support my children in school fees, support my husband. Maybe the dominant reason is that anger, that resentment towards their situation. You must find out what it is. And if you're not listening enough, you won't hear it. If you don't listen, you won't hear it. This will differentiate you from amateurs. Amateurs don't listen. Amateurs are talkatives. Amateurs, when I say amateurs, they don't know enough. They are not professionals. They are talkatives. Talk, 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 because they want to sound intelligent. Nobody cares about your intelligence if they don't see that you care about them. If you don't see how this thing, will solve their problem. Do we understand? I'm teaching us sales. The less talk you talk, the less talk, the less you talk, the more money you make. No one will buy if they don't think it will help them. Nobody is going to buy if they don't see what you are selling, being able to help them. Do you understand? That is why you must. Anyway, I'll get to the slide that talks about that so I can push it well. Another one is find out their story. That is why relatability in sales is very, very important. Connection in sales is very important. When you connect with people, that's what even leaders don't understand in our business. You have signed up somebody in your team. You don't know that what will keep them in your team is that you are now connected to them. That's why you are in network marketing, in sales. Remember, you are not lording over people because it's their money. Do you understand? You are influencing their decision. And it's that the ability to connect with them that will influence their decision. Just like Ambassador said yesterday, it is her influence that gathered over 300 people in South meeting. People that she's not paying salary. I have over 150 people in this meeting. I'm not paying any of you salary. I will not flog any of you. In fact, there are so many people that are supposed to be in this meeting that are not here. I will not flog anybody. I can't even flog anybody. If this meeting did not hold today, for example, let's say today I just say, you know what, I'm not opening cell meeting, blah, 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 blah. Nobody will flog me. Ed Kabaton will not stop paying me because I did not do cell meeting. It is not part of the requirement. Or if I just enter this meeting and said, hey, everybody, please, this is today, I'm not feeling up to it, please. People should just read about this, read the book of the month, move on with your life, I beg. If I just come and behave that way, nobody will close my account. Find out their story so you can relate with them. Find out where they are coming from, relate with them. Relate with your team so you can influence them. That's why I said you must be a good person. You must be genuinely a good person because the people that you are influencing are also not stupid. They need to know that, okay, this person is a good person. This person is a good person and will not hurt me. This person will not hurt will not affect me badly. Do you understand? Find out their story so you can relate with them, so you can connect with them. But the only way you hear their stories if you're talking to them, you're listening to them and asking questions. For example, imagine someone says, honestly, let's say I'm sitting with a prospect. Please hope everybody can still hear me. Hope everybody can still hear me, please. Hope everybody can still hear me. Hope everybody can still hear me. Can everybody still hear me? Loud and clear. Awesome. Let's move. So imagine somebody is in front of me and the person is saying, um, eh, I just hate borrowing money from people. I just hate taking money from them. I want to have my own money. I want to have my own money. I'm tired. I'm tired of always borrowing, blah, blah, blah. You could just ask the person, wow, I think this is coming from somewhere. Do you want to share? Where is this coming from? Sis, you will not understand. You will not understand. Do you know in 1954, when this that happened to me, you've discovered the reason. The reason is not that they hate borrowing money. The reason is because of their story. Something happened to them in 1954. It is that thing that you need to find out. But because you are talking, boom, 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 you did not hear it. So that still passed you by. Listen to find out their story. I know it's not quite easy, even as I'm talking about it, because we're dealing with too many people. Like, if I listen to everybody's story, where I won't start. But trust me, as much as you can do this, please do it. You may not be able to do it all the time. And there's always the whole factor of, oh, but me too, I'm dealing with my own stuff too, my own situation and everything. But I'm sorry, you've entered people's business. Sales is people's business. Network marketing is people's business. So as you've entered here, that is why I always tell people, make sure you are filling your own cup. I think there was something I was not supposed to say in that first part of our meeting where I talked about how we're feeling. There was something I was supposed to say. I totally forgot to say that. We need to learn how to take care of ourselves. When you're in people's business, something things that are triggered always calls me to say, boss, this meeting you did today, may God punish you. I'll feel so bad after pouring out my whole heart and somebody says that to me. I know how bad I'll feel. That would probably be a bad hour for me, a bad 2 hours to make sure that words don't affect me that much. But I'm a human being, so it will still cut a little bit. You must learn how to do or take care of yourself. Please, that's another conversation. Let me not remove it from here. Take care of yourself, take care of your mind, take care of you, eat well, take care of feed your mind. Read. That's why you must be reading because if you're constantly interacting with people, your battery will be running low. Your battery will be running low. If you're constantly there's sometimes I'll finish talking, pouring out. People will come with their different issues. By the time I go back, whew, it's like virtue. You know how they say virtue left this person? It's actually like virtue left me. So I need to rebuild again, rebuild. If you have the money, go for spa, go for a massage. Tomorrow I'm going for full body, everything, massage, body scrub, everything. I'm doing everything. Yes, I deserve it. I'll do it for myself. Sometimes spoil yourself. Let your body know that we work hard and we treat you well. We don't do that. Do you understand? Good. Find out their story. Why I'm saying that is that you need to also, you can't take care of people if you don't take care of yourself. can't take care of people if you can't take care of yourself. I'm working on being a wholesome individual. That's what you must do. You work on being a wholesome individual. Okay? That way you can take on this, because in sales, you must, all these things I'm saying, you must do it. People need to know that you care. Link with them to understand them and their situation. Link with them to understand them and their situation. What will help you close is their story, because it's in that story you find out their dominance, their pain, you find out their fears, you find out everything, you find out where this business comes in. So you can speak to the fear, you can speak to the pain, to the actual pain. You're not speaking to something else. You may be there thinking their problem is school fees. No, the problem is not school fees. There's a dominant need. Please be a good person. I know why I'm saying it, because these things I'm teaching you people can be a tool for manipulation. Can be a tool for manipulation. Some people can use it for a helpless guy, can use it for a helpless girl, and then be sleeping with the girl. Do you understand? Be sleeping with the girl, because once somebody sees someone that listens to them, that hears them, imagine their father, they will be talking, their father will say, no, 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 please, 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 don't, you're too emotional. And finally, because you've learned this, you're using it on that particular girl, you're listening to them. The girl is feeling, now somebody that understands me. You are now sleeping with the girl, treating the girl anyhow. God will judge you. God will judge you. That's why I said this is not a tool for manipulation. If you're a good person, you use it to close people, because that's why if you're in sales, make sure you have a good product, a good service. We have all of that. So if you use it to our business, you are not manipulating people. Do you understand? And you must also be a good person. Why it's good to be a good person is, imagine someone comes and says, I want to use my life saving and start this business. No, tell the person, start with 1 or 2 or 3. You don't need to go for 1 million for 1 million naira package. If you're a good person, you tell the person, start with at least, maybe if you can afford 15, if you can afford 7, you can afford 3. Let's start with that. Flyers and the rest of it. Be a good person. I've said this before, but I'll still say it again. Listen, listen, listen. Never interrupt a prospect when they are talking. I beg of you. Even if you're going to interrupt, just I won't say interrupt. Make sure you are saying things like, are you serious? Hmm. No, now. Wow. Wow. That happened. Right? Those expressions, they will not be saying more. But if you're just listening like this, they won't get deep. Let them know you are feeling their story. You're even like this. And as they are talking, that's why I said, you see why I said this can be a tool for manipulation. You must be a good person to use this. Please be a good person. Make sure you are genuine, that you really want them to succeed, and you will work with them. Not that they'll make payment, they will not hear from you again. Are you serious? Wow. But never interrupt them. Never enter and say, no, now you can't tell me that. No, no, no. No, don't ever think like that. Oh, he's not. No, don't interrupt them. Shut up. Shush, 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 shush. Okay? Ask more questions to discover and connect with them. As they've said this, are you serious? Okay. And he did that. What's the reason? So I just entering. You're uncovering deeper, 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 deeper reason. Are you serious? Before you know it, she's no longer joining a business with a stranger. She's joining a business with a friend that understands her. Never try to outshine your prospect. That's where a lot of you miss it. If it was me, I would never make it, because in me, shut up. It's not about you. It's not okay if it was you, but it's not you. Shut up. It's her now. Make her feel powerful. And she's even sharing her story. Wow. And you got through that. Oh my God, you're an amazing person. If you could get through that, I don't see what you cannot get through. This also can be applicable to, those prospects. They are acting like they know it. No, no, no. The statistics have shown, you tell a person, I am a very smart person. Remember when I talked about color code psychology in closing? The blue people, those blue people are those ones that used to act smart. Even a lot of them are smart, actually. They know their numbers and everything. Don't say, ah, oh God, I beg you too know. You too they no. Wow, you sound really, really intelligent. Is your kind I'll do it with you. I would love to be in business with you. You sound so smart. Ah, the person will be feeling cool, feeling flat, feeling instead of you. Don't try to dampen their ego. No, that's where you've lost them. Because such people, especially a blue, no, a blue, you cannot. If you try that, you've lost them. And you never know who you're speaking to. You may be speaking to a blue person. They must believe that what you have will solve their problem. Sorry, that was the mistake. They must will solve their problem. Do you understand? That's why you must be passionate because sales are made emotionally and justified logically. People, when they're buying something, it's more about how they are feeling in that moment. That is why you walk in to buy a red shoe, but you come out with that red shoe and a blue shoe because the Igbo man has told you this blue shoe looks so good on you. It has never looked better on anybody. And before you know it, you are seeing your legs. Oh, oh, oh. And then you now start justifying it with logic. Okay, yes, because I've never had a blue shoe. You know, there's one black bag, there's one blue bag. It will be good. You are now justifying it because you must justify the reason why you have bought it. But you made this, the sale was made emotionally, not logically. You just justified it because you have to justify it. So you won't feel bad. Know your business better than anyone. That is why, because remember, what we're addressing is that you must believe what you have will solve their problem. That's why you must know your business. Some of you here, you've attended presentation just once. You still don't even understand the business. Attend presentation again and again and again. Attend presentation again and again until this business takes over you. There's nothing they will ask me about this business that I don't know. Okay, no, maybe I'll be exaggerating. Let me not lie. There's some things that, but that is the major stuff that will close the business for me. I know it. The major stuff, I know it. Wake me up anytime in the night. I'll give you my answers. Know your business better than anyone. Another one is help them believe in a life they didn't think was possible. See why you are listening to them. When you are listening to them, is in that conversation, when you are listening to them, hearing their story. So in the closing process, help them see how this business can give them that life. Do you understand? When you know, madam, when you told me that you hate it, trust me, I totally understood. This business will give you that sense of belonging, that eventually you're now making your own money, solving your own problems. You are speaking to that fear. You are speaking to that pain. You are speaking to that particular need. That is why you must know it. Learn their fear. Learn their fear. Learn their fear. I don't want to speak so much about this learning fear thing because this particular one is for leaders. It's actually for leaders. I'll talk about it probably at KPI meeting today. It's actually for leaders. You use someone's fear to close them better than any other thing. Better than okay, I love cars. It's their fear that you use and close people. But this is for leaders. Okay. Sell out, sell outcomes. Sorry, that's a mistake. Sell outcomes, not features. Some of you are so interested in, okay, this generator, it produces 1,500 parts per billion. It can the back is rechargeable. No, sell outcomes. That eventually you're taking it, your skin is popping. In the past few months, I've been getting one particular what's it called again? Um like people have been saying this particular thing in the past few months to me, and I know that the only routine that's quite changed in my life is this bottle. Honestly, they've been saying your skin has been better, your skin is popping. I know that the only one thing that's changed is the hydrogen bottle. Honestly, and I even noticed my hair has become way fuller. I'm not going to lie, like I've never had full hair in my life. I don't know how to explain this thing, but people are going to think I'm selling the bottle. I've never had full hair in my life. I don't know how many of you might have seen my story. My nephew has my type of hair. Scanty, useless, God forgive me. But like that's my type of hair. But like, and just all of a sudden my hair is thicker, my hair is fuller. This is not my hair, oh, but like the hair beneath. This is the back of my hair. Like I can't explain it. It's amazing, honestly. It's amazing. Someone will think I'm selling the bottle. You guys are members already. So I'm not selling the bottle. If you like, buy the bottle. If you like, don't buy the bottle. But if you can't, please just buy it to save yourself some stress. Do you understand? So that's what you're selling. You are not selling the features. Well, okay, it is green. How does that help me? But my skin can be glowing. It can help the recovery process. For me, that I'm always going to the gym and everything, I feel less pressure and everything compared to other people that go to the gym because I have my hydrogen bottle and it helps with knee joints and all those things. People that have arthritis, I've shared so much testimonies on this bottle. So sell outcomes, not features. Sell what the business can do for them, how we can change their life. Not that, oh, our business has products. Our business, oh, do you know we have 10 billion products? I'm not saying you shouldn't do that, but what you are using at the point of closing, the part in the marketing part is at the beginning. You've done all those ones. At the point of collecting money, you must be selling outcomes, not features. Is someone learning something today? Are we learning something today? Because we're wrapping up now. Are we learning something today? Are we learning? Are we learning? Are we learning? Are we learning? Are we learning something today? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, Khadija. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Benefits are cool, but talk about the risk of not getting your product. That's why I said, that fear part as well. It touches a little bit about that fear part. Talk about if you don't get this, you risk this. Imagine a life where you're getting to your 60s, you're unable to move normally. You're not, you're in your 60s, you can't even enjoy your grandchildren. And so many of us are praying, we'll see our children's children. Some people saw their children's children, but we're not even able to play with them. We're not even able to say a word to them. We're not able to move around with them. Talk about the risk of not getting this. Imagine a life, imagine a reality where you're in your 60s, you're not able to solve this, you're not able to solve that problem. And this life you're living now that you don't like, it's still happening then. Imagine now that you have the power to change it. What of in your 80s when you no longer have the power to change it? Because people say life is short, life is short, and they're living up to 90. Life is short, life is short. One thing must kill a man. Look at you. You are alive to see 90 years old. It's those people that always say YOLO, you only live once, YOLO, YOLO. Now them they always live till 90 something. It's those ones that are prim and proper, planning their life. Anyway, it's not please. I beg of you. I beg of you, please. Hmm? Benefits are cool, but talk about the risk of not getting what you're getting, of not getting your products. Okay. And then finally, use our three-step close. This is I always use it for crash course and on follow-up. This is our three-step close. What is the three-step close? Number one, amazing, right? There's a three-step for handling objection. Three-step close and handling objection is not the same thing. Oh. Do you understand? There's a part where you handle objection. That one is a different conversation. We're not handling objections today. We're just talking about conversations, closing, in every conversation to have towards closing. Handling objection is still part of closing, but we're not handling that part of closing today. Okay. So when they start telling you, I don't have time, I don't have money, I don't have all this, what do you say? We're not talking about it today. So the three-step close, number one is amazing, right? When they're done with the presentation, amazing, right? Fantastic, right? The person says, yeah, 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 yeah. What part do you like best? I love the this, I love the that, I love the travel, I love the this. Oh my God, I guess you are ready to get started. Which of the packages would you like to get started with? Always assume the close. At this point, they'll say, I'd like to start with the 6990, but I don't think I'm ready now. Then you can now further engage them. Do you understand? Remember, remember, this is now where you start listening to know their, you know, during the handling objection is now where you listen for all these things I've talked about and you use it for your closing. Do you understand? I hope we're learning something today. I hope we're learning something today. Hope we learned something today. Okay. So maybe by next week we'll handle objections and everything. What to say when people say I don't have money, when people say I don't have the time. In fact, we have a recording of that. So maybe we'll play it in tomorrow's cell meeting. So please don't miss tomorrow's cell meeting, because how do you now handle objections? Okay, when they now start saying every handling objection is still embedded in this meeting that I've had. What to say, listening to them, when they bring out the objection, is in that objection, listening to them, hearing their story is what will give you what to use when you are now closing them. Do you understand? So we'll talk about it tomorrow, but the major thing is the psychology of close. You've gained it in today's meeting.